As you all know, the WHO position has always been that at this point in time, the coronavirus outbreak needs to be contained without taking any action that will disrupt international traffic and trade. However, every country will come to a point where they will have to weigh these factors and make a decision on their own. Let me talk about the Southern China Airlines that resumed its service yesterday. And I stress the word resumed because I want to clarify the misconception that Southern China Airlines stopped their flight because the government stopped it. That is not the position. Southern China Airlines stopped their flight. They suspended their flight on their own volition, voluntarily. And at the time of suspension, they made it clear that they were going to have that suspension on for 2 weeks. I think it was on the 11th, that they would have it on 2 weeks, and then they would resume their flights on the 25th, hence the flight that arrived on yesterday. What has happened globally is that the level of screening of travelers has been heightened, and especially in China and other places that are experiencing a high level of transmission of this virus. The Southern China Airlines flights coming out of China go through a rigorous, travelers coming out of China go on their China Air flights and any other flight, go through a rigorous level of screening within the airport. Thereafter, they are on the Southern China Airlines, they are screened on board by the crew. During travel on board, the passengers are monitored, and even provisions are made to separate the passengers. And they take all necessary action to monitor and ensure that there are no signs or symptoms that any of these passengers may be displaying. Upon arrival, as you observed yesterday, the team here and the people they work with it and our port health team board the aircraft and screen patients, travelers on board the plane. They do the temperature screening, and while in flight, they will have completed a form that states their personal details, their travel history, and so on. And that information is always available to us as a ministry. Equally, at the same time as they disembark, they are also required to fill certain forms that will also give us their information. These passengers coming directly from China have already been prepared in their country that because of the coronavirus and the need to be able to do all that is possible to prevent export of this virus, they have been prepared by their government to be able to undergo a self-quarantine process. And that is what was done when they came here. They went on self-quarantine. The team here informed them about this, prepared them for the self-quarantine, took their necessary details, and they are now in self-quarantine.